Alright, so this is the oil spill cleanup lesson. Once again, I'm having a difficult time trying to find a lesson plan that will translate, or isn't just protected by some kind of nasty copyright. So, I've already preloaded these out of interest of filming this with one hand. This is vegetable oil. You're going to be simulating oil contamination in the water supply. If you'd like, you can add some food coloring to it, though I would not want to use one of these bowls for it. So if you want to try to look for like a glass bowl somewhere that you can use, fine. Just know that you have to really be careful around the kids with it. You'll be able to find all of your other chemicals and materials over here, but this covers multiple lessons. As you can see, there's dirt and mud, sand, gravel, charcoal. This also covers our water filtration system, which some of our girls did today. Hopefully they can help you get ready for that as an option on Monday. But back to this. So we have our little oil contamination here. The kids can choose to put some of our little rocks in here to kind of simulate where land would be. And also adds a bit of another difficulty to trying to get the cleanup done. So we have a couple of things that we can use here. We could try to scoop the oil out by trying to only catch the top layer of it. Some kids prefer this. They just scoop it into a container over here on the side. That's one option. Another option would be some cotton balls to try to absorb that top layer of oil off. As you can see, it's a little trickier, especially for our little friends who can't handle the pincer strength. And it doesn't quite do as much as we'd hoped. I'm currently waiting on an order of sponges as well, which will be useful for this. It'll be here by Monday, but you could choose to use that as well. I have some gauze, which is kind of like the nets that they try to use to dredge the very top of the water when oil spills happen. Semi-effective. I have the pipe cleaners, which once again they try to dredge using fibrous materials like this. Usually it's recycled, which is pretty neat. But another thing they could do is they could use it to cordon off land where the oil has been contaminating it. The trick is you have to keep it on top of the water, so the kids will have to figure that out. Don't solve that problem for them. Now what makes this effective though is we can use a surfactant. This is just a little bit of Dawn dish soap. You don't need a lot. But what it does is it breaks up the surface tension of the water and then forces the oil particles to kind of go into where they're cordoned off into our pipe cleaner. This is actually a method that they used for major oil spill disasters, believe it or not, with Dawn dish soap. That's one of their selling points. Anyway, once this lesson is done, try to have the kids trial and error, try to fix this, try to get as much oil out as possible. Believe it or not, it takes a lot of their time, and in my experience, it's kept them busy for a good chunk. What I would recommend is doing this in groups of maybe 3 to 5 at most. So while one facilitator is doing a lesson like this with the groups of 3 to 5, the other facilitator for the classroom will be out supervising the kids doing the other activities that I've prepared across the room, which is covered in another video. Hopefully by Monday, this will all be a lot more put together.